History of Computers by Choque Roberto, Cruz Isaías, Ramos Luis Fernando, Vázquez Ruth, Vergara Edwin, Vergara Omar. First generation. Vacuum tubes. A vacuum tube is a glass tube that has all gas has been removed, creating a vacuum. Vacuum tubes contain electrodes for controlling electron flow in early computers that used them as a switch or an amplifier. Vacuum tubes were used in the first generation. The vacuum tubes were first developed by Fleming in 1904. Vacuum tubes were a basic component for electronics. Vacuum tubes were a basic component for electronics. Vacuum amplify electrical signals. The vacuum tubes are most often used in television and screens. Machine language. Machine language are the only language understood by computers. While easily understood by computers, machine languages are almost impossible for humans to use because they consist entirely of numbers. Machine language is also called machine code. Machine language is interpreted by programmed circuit. Machine language most used is the binary. The machine language is used in programming. The machine language is complicated. Second generation. EEPROM. Erase programmable read-only memory. An EEPROM is a type of memory chip that retains its data when the power supply is switched off. In other words, it is not volatile. It's an array of floating gate transistors individually programmed by electronic device that supplies higher voltage than those normally. The engineer Dov Froman is the creator of the EEPROM. The EEPROM is a type of memory chip not volatile. EEPROM provides high voltage than those normally used in electronic circuits. Transistors. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify and switch electron signals and electronic power. It is composed of semiconductor material with at least 3 terminals for connection to an external circuit. This is the vacuum tubes. The transistors are made of silicon. A transistor serves as a transistor switch and signal amplifier. Magnetic drums. Magnetic drums was a magnetic data storage device invented by Gustav Ciencias in 1932. In Austria, it was widely used in the 1950s and the 1960s as computer memory. The magnetic drums store data. The magnetic drums were the first memory of a computer. The magnetic drum is a metal cylinder. The magnetic drum cannot be removed physically. Data to magnetic drums loaded. Third generation. Microprocessors. A microprocessor is a computer processor that incorporates the functions of a computer's central process unit on a single integrated circuit, or at most the microprocessor performs simple arithmetical and logical operations. The Intel 4004 is where the world's first microprocessor. The microprocessor allows the electrical connection between the integrated circuit and circuit motherboard. The microprocessor is a programmable device that accepts digital data as input. Interface. An interface is a shared boundary across which two separate components of a computer system exchange information. The first interface was a text mode. The interface of OS Windows is graphic mode. The work is easy when we use a graphics interface. The interface all develop, exchange, and craft. It's imperative that the interface is well organized and easy to. ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII is a code for representing English characters as numbers, with each letter as assigning a number from 0 to 127. ASCII characters set use 8 bits for each character. Most computers use ASCII codes to represent text. The code ASCII is used by all operating systems. Binary code. Binary code represents text or computer processor instruction use the binary number system to binary digits 0 and 1. A binary code assigns a bit string to 8 symbol or instruction. The binary code is set to number digits. The information is represented in binary code. The code binary is represented by electric pulses. Chip, a small piece of semiconductor material on which an integrated circuit is embedded. A typical chip is less than a square inch, can contain millions of electronic components. The chip is a part of integrated circuits. The chip determines many of the characteristics of a motherboard. The chip serves as bridge of communication with other components. Integrated circuit. An integrated circuit or monolithic integrated circuit is a set of electron circuits on one small plate of semiconductor material, normally silicon. The integrated circuits are parts of the same component. The integrated circuits are miniature parts. The integrated circuit is made of semiconductor material. The integrated circuits are protected by metal conductor capsule. Ciencias, complex instruction set computer or computer. Process Ciencias and stands for complex instruction set computer. Most personal computers use a Ciencias architecture in which the CPU supports as many as 200 instructions. Ciencias is a model of a computer architecture. The microprocessors are part of Ciencias. The Ciencias belong to the first stream processor construction. RISC. Reduced instruction set computer. RISC is a CPU design strategy based on the setting the simple instruction set that uses devices Apple using RISC architecture and sound system. RISC technologies are common in the world several systems. Bus. A computer architecture, a bus, is a communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer or between computers. The bus carries data and relation information. The bus is a series of wires that run loading data in the memory.